Tidrick duking it out there. Tidrick trying to get a big run through the dog leg and set up the west turn on the outside. He will. Does he clear Stripple into the west turn? Yes, he does. Here come the Bel Airs on the outside. Watch out though, because Tidrick lost up the racetrack. Was not quite able to get those back in front of Tidrick. Tidrick leads lap number 1, 34 laps to go. And he is now officially cleared Stripple, and the Bel Airs go to work. Keep your eyes on that 41 car as well of Marshall Hallett. Conwell was in the mix for the first half of the race yesterday, and then was able to get himself onto the podium as Steve Woods washes up the racetrack. He's trying on the 22 Bel Air. Not used to seeing that as Bobby Griner pulls off onto pit road. The problems continue to egg that 25 car. They thrashed on it through the day, missed the race yesterday, got it here today, and they will only unfortunately make it about 3 laps or so. But it still is Cale Check. Tidrick slides up the racetrack in the 72. He hangs on to it, but Cale Check is going to take the lead through the dog leg, and he's going to bring Steve Woods with him. And here comes Conwell. There may be a problem with the 72 of Tidrick. He's going to fall in line in 4th place here. Marshall Howard now to the inside of the 72 of Tidrick. Gets the left sides in the dirt. Washes up the racetrack. Watch for the crossover line. Down on the bottom for Mike, primarily in the west turn. He's going down or walked up a couple of times. Cale Check, Steve Woods, Vince Conwell, your top 3 from yesterday. A little bit of a different back to the inside once again of Brad Tidrick. Remember, in the race yesterday, it took Tidrick half the race to really get that 72 car wound up. Wonder if side by side for 4th into the dog leg. Nope, so he's able to fight him off once again. Fastest lap of the race so far by that 22 Steve Woods. Here comes Hallett once again to the inside of Tidrick, but he got really loose there out of the dog leg. Bobble by the still that Hallett for 4th. That's what we saw in the prolates yesterday. Can't quite get the move. Better in the first half is Hallett, but right here where they come out of the dog leg, that's where Tidrick is better. He seems to have a better exit on the dog leg than Hallett. Trying to keep it up top. Again, applying pressure. Oh, babe, but right there, turn 1, that's where Hallett is. If he can just keep it pinned here through the dog leg, just like that, he may have something, but Tidrick's got that line that he prefers up top here. But Marshall Hallett's got the best exit in the dog leg so far. Side by side on the left turn, get for it. Meanwhile, up front, Steve Woods is bringing the track down. Cale Check, it's down to the 0.2 of a second. Vince Conwell keeping the Bel Airs honest. Uncle Steve won last night. And the Rabbit Hallett now beginning to try to close in on Conwell, is beginning to lose touch with the Bel Airs up in the front, and that's not going to help his spot. A big ball going into the west turn. Cale Check, Steve Woods, Coming up on lap traffic for the first time today. The 65 of Randy Adams goes to the outside, gets out of the way. Woods trying to track the high side. Again, that hood on the 22 car, new for this afternoon, was not on there last night. The open top allowing him to try something he wouldn't normally try with the 22. Tendrick in the wall. Brad Tendrick. Not sure if he blew a tire or something broke. 7. And Cale Jett, he knows that this could be his opportunity to get that big breakthrough victory. Steve Woods already gets past 1. That's Randy Adams. That's not going to help him out position-wise, though, as he was not on the lead lap. Woods currently scored in 6th position when they get to the line here. He's got 17 laps to do. He's got the car capable of doing this. The question is, does he have the time to do it? He got one there, Shane Strimper. Cale Jett leading, but don't look now because Hallett's right there in the 41. Flying all victory. He's got wins in this competition at Evergreen Speedway in this club. And he's on track of Evergreen, but hasn't had that big breakthrough touring win yet. And what better way to do it than by winning Sunday over there? But Marshall Hallett in the 41 is all over the back bumper of Jett out of Lewiston, Idaho. Contact between Hallett and Jett, and Steve Woods. Hallett decides it's go time to the inside. The State Line Speedway champion trying to get to the inside of Jett, side by side through the dog leg. Jett with the nose in front. Here comes Hallett with a big run into the west turn. Do they make contact? No. Still side by side, but Hallett's gonna make it. Going with Hallett to the inside to get around Jett. The 2 for 1 of there. And Jett, just like that, falls from 1st to 3rd. Woods follows through, and now he's got 7 laps to get Marshall Hallett. State Line Speedway champion versus touring champion. And lap traffic ahead. It's Randy Adams. They're about 2 laps away from catching him. 6 laps to go. 5 to go at the line for Marshall Hallett. 5 to go at the line. A slide. Side by side. Snowball trying to get back around the RT Grimer. Benefits Hallett. He's able to get by a little bit cleaner than Woods was. Once again, Woods not a good exit out of turn number 1. He lost about 5 car lengths there to Hallett. And Jett got the right sides off the lip that time. Grimer way up the track. Tunnel and Grimer thinking about splitting Adams. Nope, not chancing it. 4 to go for Marshall Hallett. In the 41. Marshall Hallett trying to gap a little bit. He's up over half a second. But that's Steve Woods' chance right there. Because he has got a lot of ground to make up and only 1 mile to go. 2 to go for Marshall Hallett around Tri-City. 5-mile trioval. And Marshall Hallett will see the white flag this time by. White flag, 1 lap to go. Woods able to cut quite a bit. He was able to shake the second off, but he was able to pull this one off. Through the dog for the final time. Will he go for the big send or will he settle for second? He's not going to chance it. He does get a run. Marshall Hallett Sunday at the Apple Cup.